Hello, my sunshine, and welcome to a new episode of the Hot Girl Morning Podcast. I'm really excited to have you here. In today's episode, you're going to get a bit of a start of the week, pick me up, motivational, kick in the butt, let's find some joy in life. And it's going to be a really chill vibe, a cozy vibe. I'm literally sitting on my bed right now with a cozy blanket. I don't wear makeup, and today I'm also not focusing on the perfect, most beautiful setup, video wise. I hope that's all right for you, because I was just like, okay, I just want to click on record and talk to you and share with you, I don't know, some inspiration and motivation, all these things. If you don't know, my name is Greta. I'm an accountability and empowerment coach. And on this podcast, we talk about all things personal growth, mindfulness, self-love, manifesting your dreams, and becoming the best version of yourself. So if any of these topics sound interesting to you, make sure to follow this podcast, rate it 5 stars if you really enjoy it, or maybe send it to a friend who might need to hear this today. And girls, I'm really feeling the cozy vibe, because today in the morning, as I was opening up my, how's it called? The thing that you put in front of your window. No idea, just forgot it, but you know what I mean. It was snowing and it was so beautiful. And I get so excited when it is snowing outside. I'm literally like a child, and I had to change my outfit right away and just go for a walk in the snow. And my boyfriend and I, we had our first snowball fight of the year, which was really, really exciting. And also yesterday evening, we baked our first Christmas cookies. So I'm really feeling the cozy vibe, and something exciting is happening today, because I'm packing my suitcase, because tomorrow I'm going on a little quick trip to Vietnam, which I'm so excited about. My sister got her doctorate and we're celebrating, and I'm so proud of her. And also I'm going to be able to see my best friends, and we're going to do a murder mystery party, and there's going to be a Christmas party happening, and I'm going to go to the Christmas market. So I'm really excited, and today I'm just packing all my things and getting all my things together. But before I am starting my trip, I want to take a couple of minutes, more than a couple of minutes, to talk to you and give you a little bit of motivation and inspiration. Last week I unfortunately wasn't able to upload because I was sitting down, I was trying to record, and the words were not flowing. I was PMSing and the period was about to come up, and it was just not working. So we're here today. I hope you have the most beautiful, fabulous Monday, if you're listening on a Monday. Otherwise, a beautiful Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, whatever day you're currently having and whatever time you're currently listening to this. I want you to take a deep breath and know you are so freaking capable. You're so freaking capable, and these next couple of minutes you're going to use for yourself. You listening to me, that is a decision that you have made, and I'm so proud of you for taking time to listen within. And I hope that by the end of this episode you feel a tiny bit better, because girl, you're sometimes not seeing yourself right. You're sometimes too critical of yourself. You're sometimes not kind enough to yourself. And I'm here to remind you of all of these things. Before we get started with that, let's do our little tradition. I have this beautiful book in my hand, which is called Living with Joy, Keys to Personal Power and Spiritual Transformation by Senia Roman. And I'm going to give you a sign from the universe. I'm just going to open up a random page and see what affirmation or quote is meant to find you. And we have something on here. How you treat yourself is how others will treat you. Do not wait for other people to respect you or treat you in a more positive way. They will not until you treat yourself with respect. You do not have to be around people who do not honor you, respect you, or treat you well. If you do find yourself around these kinds of people, act with dignity and remember that they are not respecting you because they do not respect themselves. And I have some other things up there underlined as well. Self-esteem means believing in yourself, knowing that you did the best you knew how, even though 2 days later you might see a better way. Are you kidding me? How you treat yourself is how others will treat you. So I'm asking you right now, how do you treat yourself? And is there maybe something that you have to change about that? Oh, I love this book, and I hope this message was the message that you wanted to hear. And I also wanted to thank you, because a lot of people commented on my last episode and you got really a motivational kick, and I'm really, really grateful to see people coming together in the comments, because sometimes it just feels like me talking into a microphone in my room, like looking into a camera, because that is essentially what I'm doing. But it's a weird feeling to know that there are people actually listening to what I'm saying and that what I'm rambling. But yeah, I would like to first start this episode with you taking a deep breath. I actually want you to take the deepest breath that you have taken all day. I know, in a way, maybe you're feeling the cozy vibe at the moment, but maybe you're also feeling the stress of the end of the year coming closer, Christmas gifts, and all the stress around the holidays, and especially for anyone out there where family is a topic that is hard, where you don't get along, or maybe you don't have everyone in your family anymore. So I just want to create this space for everyone to feel welcome and to know that it is okay to feel any kind of way about this current phase in your life. And I want to take this second also to be honest with yourself, because last week I kind of had this realization where I realized, okay, life feels pretty boring right now, or pretty monotone. It feels like there's no flavor to it. And obviously I feel like it is sometimes like when it's getting darker so much earlier, and usually, like, for example, I go for walks and I do these things, but I have noticed that I haven't really taken care of myself. Everything that I have been doing, like Monday through Friday, is waking up, eating breakfast, working the whole entire day alone by myself in this room with my thoughts in my brain. And in the evening, I would just cook dinner and then watch a TV show. I did not make space to like really move my body, besides sometimes like a 5-minute yoga session. I did not make time like to see friends / meet friends, because I live now in a new area where I don't really have friends yet. So maybe this is also time for where it is for you also harder to like do the things that make you feel good and that you would usually do. But basically, as I was realizing these things last week, I also realized, okay, I want to change something about it. And how beautiful is it that I get to have these phases in my life that I go through where I realize things, and like my body and my mind are literally telling me what's not going right and what I can change. And there's so many things that I can change, and it is so easy to just get into the state of complaining about the circumstances. Like, it is getting already dark around like 4:30 p.m., which is insane. But there is something really powerful that happens when you decide to take back control over your life. When you decide to like, okay, I'm choosing how I'm viewing my reality. I'm choosing what I'm going to do with it. So I want you to really also think about, in this current time, how can you bring more joy into your life? Are there any areas of your life that you have been not really taking care of? Is it maybe some relationships with other people? Is there maybe that the point where you have to like be there for someone else and you have been just focusing on yourself? Or are you maybe at that state where you haven't been taking care of yourself and you haven't created the space to do things that bring you actually joy? And I feel like sometimes we are really living lives that are draining us, and we do not do anything anymore that gives us energy. And sometimes we actually have to get our butt off the couch and just get things done. And we have to like kind of create energy also within our body to be able to do something. And I want you to think about like maybe some hobbies, some things that you love to do like in the past. And is there anything that you can implement right now? Is there any way you can give your life again more of that spark, more of that beautiful feeling in your life? Because I want you to actually do that. I want you to get that spark back. And I actually want to get that spark back for myself as well. So I started crocheting again, and I started baking Christmas cookies. Like, find a way to romanticize your life. And there is something so powerful when you make that decision to like romanticize your life, because it is not about doing something different, but it's about the energy that you put into something that you're doing. It is about celebrating these small little things. And I think when you find things to complain about and just things that are not great in your life, it's so easy to forget the bigger picture. And sometimes I like to think about my body, and I like to think about the fact that there are like so many millions of little things happening all at once in our body that are making it possible to be alive. Like there are so many, like it is insane the fact that we are alive on this earth, that we found a way to speak to each other. Like the fact that I get to talk to you, like in 100 years ago, 200, 300 years ago, I would have never had the possibility to talk to you. And how beautiful is it that we get to like create these connections? How beautiful is it that we have a system where we get to go to school, where we get to learn how to write, how to read, where we get to like do all these things. And there's something my boyfriend once told me, and I was like, oh, that's so right. We are currently living a better life that in like previous years how kings were living. If you imagine how kings were living back then, like the fact that we have like all this food available and all these opportunities available. And I'm also being like, I'm very aware that people are growing up in different circumstances and with different privileges. And I'm aware that I'm very privileged in where I grew up and how I grew up. But in general, if you're able to listen to me, I'm pretty sure that you're also a person who has so many possibilities. And it's so easy to get lost in the teeny tiny struggles of life and let that take a toll on you. I want you to really remind yourself right now that you're in control of your life. And you can change something if you're not happy with your life. And it is time for you to take back control. You're safe, you're loved, and you're protected, and you're so powerful. You are so powerful, and it's time for you to take back that power into your life. Life is beautiful. Life is magical in all different ways. And one thing that I'm really noticing is I think we need good times and bad times in our lives. We need like these, not comparison, we need like those both sides in our life to be able to really feel the gratitude for all the positive things, and shitty things are going to happen. And I feel like these past couple of months and years really showed me that maybe when I was younger, I was looking at life in a bit of a naive way. And no matter what you're doing, if you are getting to a point where you will be one day 80 years old, there will not be one person who will say, oh, my life was absolutely perfect. Like I never had to go through a hard day. No, that's not the reality of being alive. But it is about choosing how you go about it. It is about choosing the life that you want. And I think the world, I know in some ways it is cruel also, but I don't know. I love the world, and I love humans, and I love the potential that we all have. And I don't think that people want to hurt each other. Maybe there are some, I don't know, but I'm just a little bit a positive person, and I believe in love. I believe in gratitude. I believe in kindness, and I hope you do too. And I hope you believe in yourself as well. I think that is one of the biggest issues that is keeping us stuck, is if we don't believe in ourselves. Because if you don't believe in yourself, you're not going to show up in this way and not going to like take the steps towards what you want. Because if you don't believe you can ever get there, you're not like, what's the point? So I'm really letting you like, let's create this space for you to think about what you actually want. And in what ways are you currently holding yourself back? Because girl, you don't need to do that anymore. You're safe, you're loved, you're protected, and you have so much knowledge and wisdom within you. There's so much knowledge and love within you, and you can show it, like show the world who you are. And if you don't know who you are yet, then let's figure it out. Like do things that spark you joy, that make you feel excited, that are good for the world. And I also think that if we really truly listen to our higher self, if we listen to our inner voice, I don't think people are selfish. I don't think if you are so connected and fulfilled by yourself, I think we inherently, like, we want to make the world a better place. I think we want to make this a place where we can help each other and where we can grow as a society. And one thing that I don't like sometimes when I like go on social media, it is like, this is how you become the one successful, like the kind of story of like, you're the winner and everyone else is the loser. I don't know. I feel like we're all in this together, and our society doesn't work if we don't have like all these different people working in different fields. Okay, sorry. I feel like I'm getting into a different topic, but that's just something that's currently on my mind in this like cozy vibe. But girl, you are so freaking capable and powerful, and you have such a kind heart, and you're holding yourself back. I don't want you to do that anymore. And you don't need to do that anymore. Maybe there was a time in the past where it was safe for you not to be really yourself and not to do the things. But right now, show up as who you actually want to be. Show up unapologetically as yourself, and learn to let go of what other people think of you, who they want you to be. And I say this a lot, but I actually love this. And I recently also said it, like, we have the Supportive Bestie group. If you don't know, we have a community from this podcast, and we have a WhatsApp group together. It is free. You can also join, and you'll get a monthly masterclass. So every first, usually it would be Thursday of the month, we did the masterclass, but now we're switching it to Saturday, I think. So if you're listening to this on time, you can still join. But what I'm getting at, so basically we had a conversation in the chat, and I also said it in there. The more you are yourself, the more you will attract the right people into your life and repel the wrong ones. Because the goal is not to be liked by everyone, but to be loved by the right ones. And I really, truly want you to feel and understand that statement, because we're too often so focused on being liked by everyone and to like fit in, and that no one ever thinks anything negatively about us. And I'm going to be honest with you, that is something I also struggle with, especially sometimes like showing up on social media. It is scary to me to share maybe sometimes exactly what I'm thinking and what I'm feeling, because I'm scared of what people are going to think. But the more you are yourself, the more you will attract the right people. And I remember when I first heard and learned that statement a couple of years ago, that was kind of the first stepping stone where I met so many amazing people, and I had the deepest connections I have ever had and the deepest friendships I have ever had. And that is just so beautiful. Okay. Again, take a deep breath. You're safe, you're loved, you're protected. You are safe, you're loved, and you're protected. And you're going to have a fabulous, beautiful, incredible week. This week is going to give you calm. It's going to give you peace. It's going to give you everything that you're wishing for. You are safe, you're loved, and you're protected. And life is beautiful. You are beautiful, and you have life in your own hands. So really do something with it. Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, that you're sprinkling in some joy, some romanticizing your life, because you literally got it. You got it. If you need some accountability in your life and you're really struggling to stay consistent and focused on your goals, I would love to help you. I just launched a new offer, and the first 3 people will get 50% off. The first 2 spots are almost certainly already like taken. So if you still want that spot, please let me know. You can either DM me on Instagram at greta.web, Puffer, greta.webhofer, are, and you can message me new offer to save your spot, or you can just book directly a call. The link will be down below. I also offer a free 30-minute call, and in this call we can talk about your goals, your dreams, and we can figure out if this offer is the right thing for you. So thank you so much for being here. Again, you're safe, you're loved, you're protected, and this week will be absolutely beautiful. I'll talk to you very, very soon. Bye.